Hey guys, I am going to lose my voice. This is Brian with another part two of my three-part sessions on the three damsels of the Foutain Pendragon scenario for PAX Unplugged. So, the path of womanly virtue. There's a castle. There's a lady there whose husband died years ago, and she's all sad, and it's affecting her land. Go and woo her, melt her frozen heart, and perhaps maybe marry her, get her lands, all kinds of good stuff, right? So they go and once they get there, it's raining, it's cold, it's nasty. You can tell the people are hungry and not getting fed properly. And one of the nights, took notice of this, and it feels really internal struggle on why is she not taking care of her people and her lands and stuff like that. Uh, they get introduced to the lady. She gives her little spiel, welcome, you can stay, bye. And she goes off to her own. Player knights can interact with the maidens to send a message, try and communicate with her, that kind of thing. And then the second damsel says, if you wish to woo the lady, you must complete 3 tasks. The first is to show you can defend her lands by jousting with all comers at the crossroads. The second is to show you can provide for her by hunting a boar in her forest. And the third is to show that there's more to you than just hunting and killing, and that is to provide entertainment for her and her court. Okay, so this is where, well, we did some combat with the fairy knight earlier in the first part, but we're talking about a lot of jousting and stuff coming on, and this can take some time. And I found out last time that this can really take some time because my last game, it was a full house, 6 players, um, and one of them was convalescing. So 5 were out jousting, and I think I just did one run instead of trying to do a joust for everyone for every day of the week. Oh, what a mess. So um, with this group, we only had 3 that were interested in doing anything. So I had 3 come out to do the jousting, and so I did 2 sets of jousting for each of them. To come up with who's going to be the winner, because they got to compete among themselves in addition to competing against the competition. So in Jousting for Love, Sir Dinamore won 1 of 3 passes, and then 3 of 3 passes. Sir Brinamain won 0 of 3 passes, and then 1 of 3 passes. But Sir Caval won 2 of 3 passes, and then 1 outright his second jousting. He, I think, got a critical success. It must have been because he unseated the guy, that kind of thing. Or no, he fumbled. He missed his horsemanship roll. He hit him hard enough to do a knockdown, but the guy missed his riding roll or his horsemanship roll, so he fell off the horse. So he unhorsed him. He won. Yay! And so from those numbers, Sir Caval won that competition. So next is the hunting. The hunting is kind of like a little mini game because they talk about it's wintertime. So there's 6 segments in the day to do hunting. Everybody makes a hunting roll initially to see if they can find, boar spore signs, that kind of thing. And then you immediately follow that up with another hunting roll where you either move your marker further ahead, one of the 6 segments, or you can just find the boar outright, or you're on the trail but made no progress, or you get lost and go back to the start, kind of thing. And Sir Caval made his first hunting roll and pursued his marker. Sir Gravane, who had no interest, or Ghislaine, who had no interest in wooing the lady but wanted to help. So he's going to do his idea is if I find the boar, I'll just hold it in place, blow the horn for everybody else to come, and let whoever needs to kill it, kill it. And then Lady Conwenor is doing the exact same thing. She has no interest in wooing the lady, but she's here to help with the whole hunting the boar thing. So that was segment 1. Segment 2 Caval makes critical success. Gets the boar. It's right there. And he does a little lance charge on it. And I don't remember if he actually did any damage, but he blows his horn. Everybody else is 2d6 combat rounds away. Gravane is no, Commonor is 3. Ghislaine is 6 combat rounds away. So now. Caval's one of these killing. No, that's not right. Sorry. Caval, that was the intent of the other two guys. Caval actually gets the boar and nails it. Does a whole bunch of damage, does a knockdown, makes it unconscious, jumps down next round and slits its throat. But there is a fairy here, and the fairy thinks that boar is here, so he freaking out. You killed my boar! It's mine! It's mine! And he's invisible. And this first interaction, there's supposed to be 2 interactions with this guy. And the first is just his first one where he just, taunts and laughs at the player knights and throws mud and stuff like that. And, as far as I'm concerned, the players could just pick up the boar and leave. He's just throwing mud. So what? Unless, there's some kind of a pride thing maybe going on with the player knight that induces him to fight. And so they're trying to talk with him. The boy's not paying attention or listening, so I just had the boy attack Caval. He can't do enough damage to really hurt Sir Caval. He's in his armor and stuff, right? But at that, okay, we're going to fight. This is where the horn gets blown, and the other knights eventually get there while Caval's trying to fight. Caval has a family sword, so he invokes his family love, family passion on it. It gives him like a +3 if I remember right. Commoner shows up and she's got a magic spear, and Ghislaine shows up 3 more rounds later. But the magic spear is pretty high. The guy's invisible, so it's a -10 to hit. So there's this competition on, okay, do we just try to get as high a skill as we can and attack and kill it, or what? Or you can spend a round not attacking and do an awareness roll. If you make your awareness roll, you're only at you're -15 normally. If you make your awareness roll, you're -10. If you crit the awareness roll, you're -5. But just for that round. And Commonor with the spear, inspired with a passion. I don't remember now what it was. So her 17 is now 24. So she tries just taking the -15. But that didn't work for her. So after that, everybody, and by this time, Ghislaine shows up, and at that point, everybody's taking around doing awareness and doing the attack. It only takes, if you hit the guy here, it'll split. But he is not very big, and he's not very tough. So if you hit him, it's likely that you're going to damage him. In fact, that's exactly what happens. I think it was Ghislaine that hit him with his lance. And while he didn't get a horse charge, extra damage, he still did a significant amount of damage. The boy's got a couple of points of armor, but he's got like half the hit points of the normal people, and his knockdown is really low. And so this massive hit actually knocked him down. And I played that out. Yeah, there's a thump as he hits the ground. And then, but he received enough damage that his hit points, I think, went to 1. which would put him unconscious. But he's supposed to come back in the next scene. So I just kind of fairy dust that, and he runs off. Oh, what a mess. But anyway, they get the boar. They load up the boar. They bring it back. Um, the lady is very happy with that. Allows Cavall to kiss her hand, and then they have a sumptuous feast on the boar, right? So while they're having the feast, everybody starts talking about entertainment, and they all look at the player knights. So this is the third test, performing for love. And so each of the player knights needs to compose either an original song, an original tune, or an original love poem in honor of Lady Griane. Griane? Maybe it's Griane. I'm missing Griane. Um, but then they need to sing, play, or orate it. So they gotta make 2 skill rolls. One of the player knights is a minstrel kind of guy, and he does both successes very well. Another one, actually, Sir Cavall, if I remember right, does the compose and sing, and actually he did success on his compose, but critically did his sing roll. So he won that. He won all 3 competitions. So he wants. She's waiting. So he proposes. She says yes. They have a big wedding celebration feast thing, and this is where the boy that bowls, the fairy from the boar kill, is supposed to show back up, and then he's supposed to randomly attack one of the 4 ladies in waiting, or Lady Green herself. At this point, though, we notice it's 11 o'clock at night, and this is supposed to end at midnight, and so since essentially they killed him back in the woods, I fairy dust him back away, and everybody gets their glory. In fact, Foutain really racked up uh, the glory. Part 2 down. Happy gaming!